Good morning, everyone. Let's talk about obstacles. Those moments when life feels impossibly hard, when the weight of the world sits squarely on your shoulders and you think, I don't know if I can keep going. We've all been there, haven't we? Maybe you're there now. But here's the truth: obstacles are not the end of your story. They're the beginning of something new. Obstacles often bring with them a storm of emotions: frustration, fear, doubt, and sometimes even shame. In moments of difficulty, our instinct is often to protect ourselves, to put up walls and mask our struggles from the world. But what if I told you that the key to overcoming obstacles isn't found in hiding your pain, but in embracing your vulnerability? Vulnerability is often misunderstood. Many see it as a weakness, a crack in the armor. But in truth, vulnerability is one of the most courageous acts a person can take. When faced with challenges, it's natural to feel the pressure to stay strong and push through as though nothing is wrong. This mindset, while seemingly empowering, can sometimes limit us. It keeps us from acknowledging the pain or fear that comes with the challenge, and without that acknowledgement, it's nearly impossible to grow. Vulnerability, on the other hand, allows us to sit with those feelings and recognize them for what they are: a part of the human experience. It's about admitting, this is hard, and I don't have all the answers right now. What's transformative about vulnerability is that it opens the door to learning. When we stop pretending to have it all figured out, we become teachable. Suddenly, the obstacle in front of us isn't just a roadblock, it's a lesson. It's an opportunity to ask deeper questions. What is this experience trying to teach me about myself? What new skills or perspectives do I need to develop? How can I emerge from this stronger? These questions can only come when we drop the facade and embrace where we truly are in the moment. Being vulnerable also connects us with others. When we share our struggles openly, we often find that we are not alone. In fact, some of the most profound human connections are forged in shared vulnerability. By being open about your own challenges, you not only invite support, but also give others permission to do the same. It's a powerful ripple effect. Your courage inspires courage in others. That connection, born from vulnerability, can become one of your greatest sources of strength. It's through these connections that we find encouragement, advice, and the sense of solidarity that propels us forward. Another significant aspect of vulnerability is the self-awareness it cultivates. It requires honesty not just with others, but with yourself. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you start to see patterns in how you react to challenges. You might notice self-doubt creeping in or a tendency to withdraw. These moments of awareness are crucial because they help you understand where you need to grow. Vulnerability gives you the clarity to identify the inner narratives that hold you back and the power to rewrite them. In the face of obstacles, vulnerability isn't about giving up or giving in. It's about opening up to yourself, to others, and to the lessons that hardship brings. It's the foundation upon which resilience is built. By leaning into vulnerability, you discover a strength that is deeply rooted, authentic, and transformative. You realize that obstacles don't define you, how you respond to them does. And the most courageous response you can give is to show up fully, scars, doubts, and all, and take the next step forward. When we face obstacles, there's often a tendency to retreat inward, to carry the burden on our own and shield others from the weight we're carrying. Society frequently romanticizes the idea of individual strength, making us believe that asking for help or relying on others is a sign of weakness. But the truth is, resilience is not born in isolation, it is nurtured through connection. The relationships we build and lean on during challenging times are some of the most powerful tools we have to overcome adversity and rise stronger. Connection serves as a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. When we confide in someone we trust and hear the words, "I've been there too," it can shift our entire perspective. Suddenly, the problem doesn't feel so insurmountable. The simple act of sharing our story can lighten the load, not because the problem is solved, but because it's no longer ours to carry alone. In this way, connection becomes a bridge, linking us to hope, encouragement, and a shared sense of humanity. Support from others also provides something we cannot always give ourselves in moments of difficulty: perspective. When we're in the middle of a struggle, it's easy to get lost in the immediacy of our emotions. Fear, frustration, and doubt can cloud our judgment and make the obstacle feel bigger than it truly is. A trusted friend, mentor, or loved one can offer a clearer view. They remind us of our strengths, help us identify solutions we might not have considered, and hold a mirror up to show us how far we've already come. Connection isn't just about receiving support, it's also about offering it. When we show up for others, we tap into a sense of purpose that can be incredibly empowering. Helping someone navigate their own challenges can remind us of our own resilience and resourcefulness. It shifts our focus outward and reinforces the truth that struggle is a universal part of life. This mutual exchange of support creates a cycle of strength, where both parties come away feeling more capable of facing their own battles. Building resilience through connection requires vulnerability, and that can feel daunting. It takes courage to admit that we need help, to reach out and risk rejection, or to let someone see us in our moments of doubt and fear. But this courage is rewarded. The act of connecting with others deepens our relationships and creates a foundation of trust that can weather future storms. It's in these connections that we find the safety to be ourselves, the encouragement to keep going, and the inspiration to dream bigger. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back from difficulty, it's about growing stronger through it. And the people in our lives, our friends, family, colleagues, and communities play a critical role in that growth. They remind us that we're not defined by the challenges we face, but by how we rise to meet them. Leaning into connection isn't a sign of weakness, it's a profound act of strength. It's a declaration that we're all in this together. And together we are capable of incredible things. When we encounter obstacles, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeing them as insurmountable barriers. The natural reaction to difficulties is often one of frustration, discouragement, or even hopelessness. We view these challenges as roadblocks that hinder our progress, and the immediate instinct is to fight against them or avoid them altogether. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if, instead of seeing obstacles as things that hold us back, we viewed them as stepping stones, necessary parts of our personal and professional growth? Reframing obstacles as stepping stones doesn't mean that we ignore the difficulty they present. It doesn't mean that we downplay the hard work required to overcome them, or that we fail to acknowledge the pain that sometimes comes with struggling through them. But what it does mean is that we view these challenges as integral to our journey. Every obstacle presents an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow in ways that we couldn't have predicted before facing them. It's through adversity that we discover the strength, resilience, and creativity that we didn't know we had. For example, think about how a muscle grows stronger. It doesn't grow by being coddled or left alone. It grows through stress, resistance, and recovery. The same can be said for our personal growth. The obstacles we face act as the resistance that pushes us to become stronger, more capable, and more resourceful. When we view challenges this way, instead of shrinking from them, we lean into them with the understanding that they are helping us evolve into the person we are meant to be. Furthermore, overcoming obstacles often requires us to develop new skills or adopt new perspectives. The solutions we find in the face of difficulty are often the exact tools we need to continue advancing. For example, a setback at work might teach us the importance of time management or how to collaborate better with a team. A personal struggle might reveal our capacity for empathy or force us to confront our own limiting beliefs. These lessons are rarely learned in the comfort zone. It's when we push through obstacles that we learn how to be more innovative, adaptable, and self-aware. This reframing also encourages a more positive relationship with failure. When we view obstacles as stepping stones, failure no longer becomes something to fear or avoid, but something to embrace as part of the process. In fact, failure is often the best teacher we can have. It shows us what doesn't work, which helps us adjust and improve our approach. Every failure is a stepping stone, and without those missteps, we would never know what it takes to succeed. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it and using it as fuel to move forward. Looking at obstacles as stepping stones also helps us stay motivated and persistent in the face of challenges. It shifts our focus from the problem itself to the solution and the progress we are making. Each time we overcome an obstacle, we build confidence and momentum. We realize that we have the ability to tackle whatever comes our way. Instead of becoming defeated by setbacks, we become motivated to keep going, because we know that overcoming the next challenge will make us even stronger. Reframing obstacles as stepping stones doesn't eliminate the difficulty of the journey, it simply transforms our approach to it. It turns every challenge into an opportunity to grow, every setback into a lesson, and every failure into a stepping stone toward success. By embracing this mindset, we can push past our limits, reach new heights, and become the best version of ourselves.